Welcome to Behind the I Do Vendor Talk, because I Do never happens on its own. I'm Alexandra with Philomena's Catering Company, and after years of working behind the scenes of weddings, I've seen firsthand that every celebration is the result of countless details, decisions, and people working together long before the couple ever walks down the aisle. This podcast is a space for real conversations with the wedding professionals who make it all happen: planners, photographers, florists, DJs, caterers, venues, and more. We're sharing honest insight, behind-the-scenes stories, and practical advice to help couples plan with confidence and help vendors feel seen and understood. Whether you're planning a wedding or working in the industry, you're in the right place. So let's step behind the I Do and get into today's conversation. Deven, welcome to Behind the I Do. Today, I'm joined by Deven Holley, a wedding photographer whose work captures not just beautiful images, but real moments, the emotions, the movement, and everything happening in between. Photographers are with couples for more hours than almost anyone else on wedding day. They see the nerves, the joy, the quiet moments, and all the chaos, and they play a huge role in how the entire day flows. Deven, before we dive in, I'd love for you to introduce yourself, tell us who you are, how you got into wedding photography, and what you love most about what you do.
Hi, Alexandra. I'm happy to be here. I've been doing wedding photography for about 7 years now.
Okay.
7 or 8. I think we're going on 8 now.
Uh-huh.
June. This coming June will be
Okay.
8 years.
Awesome.
So I love capturing the real moments. I'm here for 8 hours, 6 hours. I'm trying to get it all in.
Mm-hmm.
I love being with my couples throughout the day and helping them stay calm and just staying on the timeline and making sure we get everything done.
Love it.
I love doing it. It's a big part of people's day.
Absolutely. I do want to say working alongside you has always been such a great experience from a vendor perspective. You're calm, intentional, really thoughtful about how you move through a wedding day, and it makes such a difference for couples and vendors alike. So let's dive into questions in a typical day behind the scenes. How would you describe your photography style and the types of couples you love working with most?
I love type B, very type B. A little bit of type A though when it comes to it. I'm very moody.
Mm-hmm.
I love those raw and intimate moments.
Mm-hmm.
The smaller the wedding, the better for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just being real candid, fly on the wall type of approach. I do some pose, or direct you if you need be.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, I try to sit back and watch everybody from my point of view.
I love it. Walk us through what a wedding day looks like for you, from the first moments of the day to the final send-off.
First thing I go for is details. Getting that invitation, getting some florals, introducing myself to the bride, of course, if I haven't met her yet. Saying hey to the groom once I get there. But grabbing some things like the rings, putting her dress somewhere, maybe hanging it up, getting that out the way. That takes me, I get there early just because of that. Just so I can get that and be at peace with it. Because it's very particular, putting stuff where you need to.
Sure. I see you at the end of the day when you do your details with the cake and everything. Yeah, so that's a kind of same kind of vibe, but the opposite side. Okay. Walk us through the first moments of the day. We did that already. So what's one thing couples are usually surprised to learn about what photographers handle behind the scenes?
Honestly, just problem solving and, if the timeline, if hair and makeup runs a little late, that kind of shifts everything. So we got to pivot and you got to make things run a little bit quicker. You might have to do something after the ceremony that you planned on doing before.
Sure.
You just kind of got to figure it out.
Yeah. All right, we're going into segment 2, wedding planning questions. I think photography is one of the most emotional parts of the day and also one of the areas where planning really matters. So let's talk about what couples should know when it comes to photography. When should couples start thinking about their photography timeline?
ASAP. Your photographer, usually if you have a coordinator, they kind of handle the timeline. My questionnaire I send out kind of gives me a timeline in itself that I kind of build for me, but usually your coordinator will handle that for you. They know the best. Just listen to them, and you should have a coordinator. So.
Yeah, we just had Haley and Geneva from Party Perfections, and yes, definitely have a coordinator or a planner. What details or moments do couples often forget to plan for when it comes to photos?
Hold your spouse's hand at the altar and look at them. Don't look at the officiant the whole time. You can glance back and forth, but be sure to to hold each other's hands, please.
So going into segment 2, wedding planning questions. I think photography is one of the most emotional parts of the day and also one of the areas where planning really matters. So let's talk about what couples should know when it comes to photography. When should couples start thinking about their photography timeline?
Definitely ASAP. Your coordinator will handle all that. I usually send out a questionnaire that kind of gives me what I need to know as far as timeline on my end. And what, first looks, if you do that, that changes everything, really. Do the first look. You can get so much out of the way.
Yeah.
And get everything done before the ceremony. But your coordinator will handle your timeline, and they know what's best, so just go with them.
Mm-hmm. What details or moments do couples often forget to plan for when it comes to photos?
Don't forget to hold your fiance's hand at the altar. That is definitely a big one I've seen happen where they just stand there awkwardly with, or giving your bouquet to your bridesmaid. Don't forget to do, you just got to remember those things. Look at each other. Don't focus on the officiant the whole time. You're there for each other. Look at each other.
Love that. Love that. How can couples help ensure their day stays on schedule for photos without feeling rushed?
Don't have a huge list of different mom, grandma, cousin this, and then mom, grandma without cousin. You know what I mean? You can get some of those things at the reception. Do immediate family. Just keep the mom, dad, grandma.
Sure.
Keep those for your pose portraits, and then try to stay on the timeline with that.
Yeah, maybe just get those few family photos. Maybe get a huge photo.
Yeah,
of
I love that. The big photo, and then kind of kick the people out after that. It's like herding cats every time you do family photos. You just gotta kind of next keep it rolling.
Yep. What's one thing couples can do to get more natural, authentic photos?
Be natural and authentic. Mm-hmm. Don't try to be somebody you're not. Look at each other. Stick together throughout the day. Don't split up. I've seen so many bride and grooms just split up and go to table to table. Go to table together. Look at each other. Be intentional. Touch each other. Mm-hmm. Love each other. You just got married for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? Just do that. And you trust me, I will be in the background taking those photos. But I cannot yell at you and tell you to fix your face from all the way across the room. Mm-hmm. So just smile. Yeah. Just be happy to be there.
Yeah, I love that. All right, we're going to move into budget, timeline, and expectations. Where do couples most often underestimate time or budget?
It moves fast. You believe it or not, you blink and it's already reception time. Mm-hmm. But after ceremony, it all is it goes super fast.
It's a blur, yeah. It really is. For us, too, it's definitely a blur.
So always having that extra time, in the beginning or end, to really get the details you want. If you have a vision, definitely go for the longer amount. It'll be worth it because photos and video are all you're going to have at the end of the day to look at these. Absolutely. So the more, the better.
Yeah, I love that. Definitely. It is a fast day and you want to soak it all up, and those remaining, what's left of it is your photography and your videos. So yes, absolutely. What planning detail do couples stress over that actually doesn't matter as much?
A lot of them, they do timeline delays and stuff. They'll get a little stressed, but don't worry about that. I can always speed up somewhere else that makes things work. We can always cut things short or just get what we need. It takes literally 1 second to take a photo. Mm-hmm. One click. Yeah. And it's done. Yeah. But a scuff on your shoe or spot on your dress, don't worry about that stuff.
Are you able to edit all that?
Easy. Yeah. Easy. That's a one click.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not hard at all.
What details do couples often overlook that end up being really important on wedding day?
Your getting ready space, clean it up. If it's a mess, it's kind of difficult to get those clean, seamless, beautiful shots.
That does make sense. I hear that.
Usually it's the guys too, but a lot of the girls got their makeup everywhere and this and that. Just try to keep it clean. At least one corner. Preferably one with good light.
How far in advance should couples start booking a photographer?
Those should be the first, between venue and your photographer. You should work with them on if you really want that photographer. Because me, I'm only one person. I don't have a team. It's just me. Yeah. So if you want me for this date and I'm already booked, then I'm sorry, I'm already booked. Yeah. But it usually first.
Yeah, I agree. Your main vendors, obviously you got to get your venue and your date out of the way. And then planner, photographer, caterer, DJ should be next. Vendor relationships. Photography touches every part of the wedding day, and photographers work closely with planners, caterers, DJs, and everyone else. I'd love to hear your perspective on vendor collaboration. What makes working with a vendor team really smooth from a photographer's point of view?
Honestly, just communicating any changes, keeping up with the timeline, everybody, being on their own schedule, but sticking with it. Usually, if hair and makeup's good, everything else is pretty good.
Kind of falls in line. Yeah. Can you think of a wedding where the vendor team made everything flow seamlessly?
Honestly, this past year, every wedding has flown like it's been
a good year for us.
And I think we've been together I don't know how many.
Yeah.
But I've been eating good this year. Put it that way.
We're glad to feed you. What do you wish couples understood about how vendor communication affects photography?
It shows a calm in the photos. When your team's calm, when your team's put together and they know what they're doing, your photos come out pretty seamless and the whole day just runs smooth.
I love that. That's good. Good answer. Is there something couples do that unintentionally make photos harder or easier?
Just having again a long list of stuff very down to the T that you want. Just let your photographer be creative.
Yeah.
If you give me a list, I'm focused on that list. You're not leaving any room for me to, I see this over there, but I can't do it because I got to go do this over here.
Sure.
Because there's on the list. So I'm going to focus on your list.
What's one thing vendors can do that immediately makes your job easier on wedding day?
Kind of the same again. Usually clear timelines that keep everybody together. Communication. It just makes everything really flow.
Yeah, absolutely. If you had a photographer golden rule, what would it be?
Making sure the couple's happy and don't know anything bad that goes on behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, yeah. We were talking
fake it
about
till you make it.
Yes, exactly. And we don't want the bride and groom to feel any stress, so we try to hide anything that could go wrong, and you will never even know. Okay, now let's get into the fun part because photographers see everything. Tell us about a moment you captured that still sticks with you.
There's honestly so many moments. Usually it's grandma's really get me.
Aww.
When I'm the couple standing up there at the altar and I look around and I'm panning to the crowd and I get those, and then grandma's sitting there crying, wiping, and I'm oh my gosh.
I still cry. I've been doing this for 8 years too, and I swear, father-daughter and dance gets me every time. Every time. Yeah. What's the behind the scenes moment couples never saw but you'll never forget?
So this past Saturday, actually, I think they probably told you about this one if they did. The wedding crasher that showed
up. Oh, yeah, they did tell me about that.
It was during speeches at the most calmest, quietest time. This lady in this bright red, Santa ho-ho-ho shirt, I don't even know what it said, with the blue HTC bag just not in place, not there for a wedding, obviously. We all knew. Just walks in, goes straight to the bar. Straight to the bar. I think she was already drunk, but goes straight to the bar, gets a drink. Even the planner from Ash Event, she was like, are you a guest? And the lady was like, yeah. And then Piper's like, oh shit. What do I do? So she goes and grabs the guest list, and then she really puts her in her place. But she stands there during the speeches trying to play it off, just sipping her drink in the corner, tries to sit down at a table. And the people were like, oh, no, this is my husband's seat. While they're doing speeches.
They did tell me about this, but this is hilarious.
And I was like, I'm sitting there watching it. I even got a photo over it, so.
I'm going to need that photo.
Yeah.
That is funny. Oh, man. Did the bride and groom ever know about this?
I don't think, probably after the fact. I'm sure because one of the family
told,
members was like, hey, this random person was trying to sit here.
Oh,
I'm sure after the fact, though.
Well, it's they were at the Peanut Warehouse, and it's kind of in the middle of Conway, and Conway has a bunch of things going on for the holiday season, so I'm not surprised that happened, because every time that we're there at Peanut Warehouse, there's always people around, and they think it's part of the what
lights they go out. They walked right in from the back door, though. They just came right on in.
That is so funny. All right. What's a situation that could have been stressful but turned into something beautiful?
Honestly, any kind of rain. Any kind of rain that you don't prepare for, or I love rain, though.
Yeah.
I love the mood.
Well, it's supposed to be good luck.
It is.
Yeah.
But a lot of brides stress over it. and they're just like, what are we going to do? I'll just go for it.
Yeah.
Like, it's so, like, the photos are worth it, put it that way.
Yeah.
And even the video would be worth it.
Yeah.
I got 8 umbrellas, clear umbrellas.
You
So
bring those every
I
single
do,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I
I'm
love
prepared.
that. Perfect. All right, what wedding trends are you loving right now?
I love film.
Like actual,
like actual film.
Oh, that's
like
awesome.
film. Like I just, well, I've had my grandpa's film camera sitting on for decoration for a while, but it's been broke. But I decided to play around with it, and I fixed it.
Oh.
And I took a couple photos the other day, and I'm like, oh, I see.
Oh, that's so amazing.
So now I'm like into this another expense that I'm gonna.
Yeah.
So I might start adding some stuff if it works, correctly. It's very old, so I have to play with it a little bit.
Sure.
But I love that look.
Yeah, it definitely is very raw.
Yes.
Very raw. Is there a trend you'd ready to see fade out?
Bouquet toss. Yeah. Garter toss. Yeah. Just get rid of both of them.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
Honestly, sparklers are kind of getting over. I'm over sparklers.
Mm-hmm.
We need something else.
Yeah, the send-offs and stuff like that with the sparklers. Yeah. What's one piece of advice you'd give every engaged couple listening?
Do what you want. It's your day. Don't care what any other family member says. If they say you should do this, say screw it and do what you want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. It's your day, for sure. All right, we're going to get a little into funness. All right, before we wrap things up, I want to have a little fun. This next part is all about those quick decisions you make 100 times in a wedding day. No overthinking, no explanations, just your gut reaction. First look or aisle reveal?
First look always.
Mm-hmm. Can you elaborate?
Oh, I can. I had this one first look where the guy was just like a baby, crying, just boo-hooing, just turned away, wiping tears, couldn't hold it together. Mm-hmm. He would have never done that down the aisle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can go to my Instagram and see that photo. It's the one with the rain, with the pretty rain, with the umbrella.
Oh yeah.
Just keep swiping, you'll see his first look.
Oh, I love it. All right, golden hour night shots.
Night. I love a nighttime shot.
Mm-hmm. Post photos or candid moments?
Candid, all the way.
That's definitely your style. Big wedding or intimate elopement?
Intimate elopement.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
I think that since I've been doing this for so many years, and big weddings are fun and everything, but I definitely would have an intimate wedding.
Same.
Yeah, neutral tones or bold colors?
See, that one's tough for me.
Mm-hmm.
That one's tough because that's a both, but bold.
Yeah,
I like bold.
Me too.
Neutrals are always safe though.
Yeah,
but bold.
Bold is can really make some beautiful everything. Mm-hmm. Details. Indoor ceremony or outdoor ceremony?
Also, that depends on where, but let's just go with outdoor.
Okay. Timeline buffer or wing it?
Wing it.
Flash photography, yes or no?
Yes and no. Yes.
Yeah,
depends, but yes.
This one's for you for sure. Editing all night or sleeping?
Which one do you think I'll do? I want to see if you can guess right.
I think that you would do all night.
No,
you sleep.
I'm a sleeper.
You're a sleeper.
I'm up at 7 a.m.
But I feel like you get your pictures out pretty quickly.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Okay. I'm up early. I'm early. 9 o'clock I don't function.
Yeah. Okay. End of the night, are you exhausted or fulfilled?
Both.
Yeah.
Both. Gotta be both.
I get an adrenaline rush at the end of the night, and then it's like crash.
And then I start feeling my knees, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, here it is. All right, we're gonna move into our outro. Where can couples and vendors find you online?
Instagram, my website, Facebook, TikTok. Is there any more? I think I'm on Pinterest too.
Yes.
I mean, anywhere. It's devenholleyphotography.com. DevenHolley.
Yes,
Lots of E's.
DEVEN. Yep. Where? What services do you offer, and where do you work usually?
I work anywhere you want to pay to take me. But I do weddings, couples, maternities, newborns, families, extended families, seniors, anything.
Love it. Deven, thank you so much for joining me today and sharing your experience and perspective. The way you approach storytelling, details, and emotion truly shows in your work, and it's always such a pleasure working alongside you. To everyone listening, I hope this episode gave you a better understanding of how photography shapes the flow and feeling of a wedding day, and why thoughtful planning around photos makes such a difference. And coming up next, we'll be continuing the conversation from another incredibly important perspective. In our next episode, I'll be sitting down with Eric Hunt from Myrtle Beach Wedding Officiant to talk about the ceremony itself, what couples often overlook, how to create a meaningful ceremony, and the behind-the-scenes moments that happen before anyone ever walks down the aisle. If you've enjoyed today's conversation, be sure to subscribe and share this episode with someone who's planning a wedding. And if you'd like to connect with Deven or learn more about her work, you'll find her information linked in the show notes. Because at the end of the day, I Do never happens on its own. I'll see you next time on Behind the I Do Vendor Talk. Good. Love it.
Sweet.
Yay. Did we do good?
I think so.
We did.
How long was that?
I think we were about 30 minutes.
Okay.
That's where it needed to be.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Wow. A little nervous.